often asked how I went from being a devout Mormon to a tarot reader. And that's a really interesting story, actually. But what I will share with you is I love tarot because it tells the truth. And as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or you might know it more as the Mormon Church, I had no idea. I grew up learning actually that tarot is evil, and anyone who uses tarot is evil. And so I actually knew nothing about it until the past few years. And what happened was I came across a video on YouTube that said it was like a message from your body. It was a tarot reading. And being a chronic pain sufferer, I wanted to know what my body would have to say if it could speak. So out of curiosity, I clicked on the video, and wow, this tarot reader, she spoke my life and my trauma, and my body was trying to bring that trauma to the surface so I could address it and heal it. And it was such a profound thing for me. So that's where my journey with tarot began. But after that, I kept studying it and going deeper and deeper into it. And not only did it help me discover so many things that were making me sick, like physically sick, but also mentally sick, or, you know, what was it in my relationships that wasn't working? And what generational patterns was I repeating without even knowing it? It was such a profound thing. And one of the biggest things that I learned because of tarot is that the church that I gave my life to was a church that was built on deception. The energy underneath the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is deception, and there's a lot of competition going on in this church, and they suppress the members of the church, and they try to paint everything pretty, and they try to be like, pretend like they're a guiding light to people, but really the energy underneath all of it is deception. And in the LDS religion, like all cult leaders do, they tell you that you can't study anything about the church outside of their approved, sources. And so I did very well to obey that rule. And even when people brought up the lies and deception of the church to me, I just shut them out. I was like, no, I already know the truth. And the leaders said, and I always follow the leaders because they are my guiding light and they know everything. So I'm not going to listen to anyone else. And so I did really good. I was very devout and I did very well to obey them. And it wasn't until I came across tarot that I started learning about the energy underneath the church. And so then I had the courage to I'm like, if this is showing up all the time for me, then I need to dig deeper and figure out what's actually going on here. It's like my responsibility to figure out what the truth is, because I have children I'm raising in this organization. I'm giving my life to this organization, all my time, my energy, effort, my money. So I began studying, and I was floored. I was floored at how accurate the tarot was in telling me that I was being deceived and that I was being used in a really profound way. And it took a lot of courage to study that, because I had built my whole life on this organization. Like my whole sense of self was built upon this foundation that was faulty. And so it took so much courage for me, and really my world crumbled in a way that I cannot even I'm gonna cry about it. It crumbled in a way that I cannot even explain. And I think that's why a lot of people are afraid to investigate the foundation of it or the deception of it, because they'll have to see that, and they'll have to really rebuild from the ground up, because the church was such a big part of who they are. And that is a pain that, if you haven't gone through it, it's really hard to describe. So on the other side of that, as I was going through the trauma of losing my foundation and my faith and going through shunning as well, losing friends and family, tarot came in again as a really healing tool as I connected with my guides and connected with ancestors who were so proud of me and so happy that I was releasing this toxicity from our family line, because generations before me were a part of the church as well. So the reason I'm so passionate about tarot is because it tells the truth, and because it has freed me in mind, body, and spirit in so many different ways. And if you wonder why high demand religions have a problem with tarot and they try to make it seem like it's this evil thing, it's because they're afraid of being called out for their really unethical behavior, because a lot of high demand religions who are all about having control will do anything they can to keep it. And so that's why they teach that tarot is bad. And it's been nothing but healing for me, and it's given me so much help and insight that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And I don't use it as a fortune telling thing, because really there is no such thing as the future. We create the future. I use it as it exposes the energy underneath the situations that I'm in, so I can make the best decisions for myself moving forward. And also it can show you what energies you are in alignment with, that you're moving toward manifesting. And so if you want to change that, you can change that as well. It's a fascinating thing to study, and it's been so healing for me. And it's amazing, like when I'm in a crisis, my guides catch me every time before I hit the ground. And I'm always led and guided through the maze. And so yeah, that's kind of a little part of my tarot story. And I love sharing it with people, and I love sharing healing messages with people. And it also helped me open up to my psychic gifts. And we all have those gifts, like that they were taken away from us and drowned out by our society, by high demand religions, or people who want control. And we all have that gift, and we all have access to it. And I love helping people reclaim that gift as well, so they can communicate with all that is and receive guidance for themselves. And so anyways, I just wanted to share that with you, and sending you lots of love and lots of healing.